to play early.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
Got it. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part.
And he's in. Touchdown, Monarchs.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it out. It's James. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And those body blows really Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Wide open downfield.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on third down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the curl.
There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
Ready. Black 14. Black. Kill. 886. Bounce. Mustang. Bow.
The offense changing the play.
Move it.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Roberts. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Ninja. Bender.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be first down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Mountaineers. What a grab in the end zone for 6.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Potter. He Here's the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Agnew. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
The Monarchs will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
214 close. Ready.
To the air, it's Singleton. Got it in the middle, it's James. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Ready, ready. Kill, kill, kill.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ready. Bridge.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Looking for more room. The 50, the 40, past the 30, the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Give to the single back. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Potter. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
To the air, it's Singleton. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Running inside, it's Roberts. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory?
Blue 30. Hey, kill it. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar. Set hot.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
528 Crew. 528 Crew.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wants to adjust the pattern. Has to get there to move the sticks. Finding some, headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, App State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Teniers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He got it right inside the pylon.
You know, often oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Potter. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 10 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that. Out, marching the ball down the field and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for space. It's Roach. Brought down at the 28.
Damn, that's crazy. I gave you like 10 minutes when you tried to pause it.
Down, obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Now on first down from the 28. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Oh, they're after him. under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Gonna look downfield again. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Defense might bring the house here. He wants to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Wants to throw. It's Singleton. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Looking to pass. It's Potter. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it up.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Snagged in the middle, it's James. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throwing right. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, it's Singleton. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down, playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on 1st down.
We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's third and long. The run inside. It's Roberts. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. And good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a two-score game, and they've got to get things going right now. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Monarchs want to move quickly. They'll go to the air on third and short. Working that left side now. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got...
And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Got some room to run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Jet sweep to the edge. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game.
30. Blue 30. 674. Take off.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Fires to the right. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
528 crew.
Trying to get it to the marker. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
180.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. From the gun, looking for a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we
makes a grab for a big play. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Catch in the middle, it's Agnew. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, ODU.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Potter. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long.
22,
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants a big play here late. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
He's going to throw deep right side. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.